But I gotta say, allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call this meeting of the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board to order for November 16, 2015. Roll call, please.
Bernie Bassett.
Here.
Thomas Wood.
Here.
Martin Manning.
Here.
Michael Pack.
Here.
Michael Fay.
Here.
Dave Tompkins.
Here.
Resolution number 219, approving the minutes of the previous meeting.
Adopted the minutes of October 26th and November 5th, 2015. The approval and reading of the minutes will dispense.
Have a motion. Mr. Mag, second. Mr. Cashman, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood.
Yes.
Martin Manning.
Yes.
Michael Pack.
Yes.
Michael Fay.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. At this point, I'd like to leave our regular agenda because I think we have something special going on. Aaron, I think I need your help. Uncharted waters. Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Erin Pangborn, and I am the Recreation Program Coordinator for the town. First, I would like to thank all the coaches, parents, and participants who took part of our program this fall. We had 19 soccer teams this season, which would not be possible without all dedicated parents who bring their children to the many practices and games throughout our season. Next, I would like to thank the town board for your support of the Parks and Recreation Department and our many, many programs. Now, we will recognize several participants for their outstanding commitment and sportsmanship throughout the season. We would like to acknowledge the players who have been positive role models for their fellow teammates and opponents during fall soccer. Our most dedicated player award goes to individuals who demonstrate these qualities as well as go beyond what we ask of them. The following players lead by example on and off the field, and that is why we feel these participants are highly deserving of the most dedicated award. We hope that this will reinforce positive behavior for all participants in the future. We are very proud of these kids and they are part of our programs. When I call your name, if you can come up and get your award, and then go ahead and look at Mr. Collins over there with the camera. From our Katie'ville United Mites soccer team, Makai Kilthorne.
He's just learning.
Thank you. Also from our Katie'ville United Mites team, I'm not sure who was able to make it. Congratulations to Tyler Boyd.
All right.
From our Katie'ville Impact Mites team, Noah Johnson. From our Cumberland Head Whitecaps Pee Wee soccer team, congratulations to Mia Danman. From our Cumberland Heads Rapids PV team. Congratulations to Lucy Brown. From our Cumberland Head Galaxy PV soccer team. Congratulations to Dana Provost. From our East Morrisonville Rapids Whites team, congratulations to Landon Giroux. Talking right now, I was unable to make it. From our East Morrisonville Union PV soccer team, congratulations to Brady Dory. From our East Morrisonville Revolution PV soccer team, congratulations to Dominic Gay. From our North Plattsburgh Timbers Mites soccer team, congratulations to Bryson Weecor. From our North Plattsburgh Timbers Mites team as well, congratulations to Lindsay Shanley. From our North Plattsburgh Red Bulls Mites team, congratulations to Rylan Steele. From our North Plattsburgh Bantam soccer team, congratulations to Riley Tamer. Also from our North Plattsburgh Bantam team, congratulations to Colby LaPointe. From our West Plattsburgh Earthquakes Mites team, congratulations to Gavin Drollett. From our West Plattsburgh Fire Mites soccer team, congratulations to Austin LaRue. Congratulations to the 2015 Most Dedicated Soccer recipients. Now, I would like to take a moment to recognize a coach that the Parks and Recreation Department feels has gone above and beyond for our community. Jackie LaBarge has been coaching for the town of Plattsburgh for the past 5 years. Although she does have 3 children of her own, Jackie often coaches teams for the town in which her children are not a part of. This season was no different. Jackie was prepared to coach a Mite soccer team in Cumberland Head, but once the season began, it was decided that her team didn't have enough players. So her team was dispersed to the other 2 Cumberland Head Mites teams. At At the same time, our bantam soccer coach had to back out of coaching her team. And without hesitation, Jackie offered to take the bantam team. It's important to note that her 3 kids were on our Pee Wee soccer team, so neither of which were her kids. Volunteer coaches are often very difficult to find, but Jackie always steps up to the challenge. Although all of our town of Plattsburgh coaches are excellent, we felt that Jackie LaBarge is the most deserving of our Top Coach Award. Thank you for your dedication to all town of Plattsburgh participants and to our programs. We are proud to have you as a coach and look forward to many more seasons with you. Congratulations, Jackie.
Smile for the camera.
Wow, excellent, thank you. Thank you all as well. Jackie certainly is a exemplary model of coaching and at the expense of even not being with her own kids. That's great. As we said, the coaches, the town, the program, parents, having you here, I've said it every time, I don't have many more times to say it, is such great modeling for these children. And the model you can be sure with your grandchildren will probably be continued. These certificates are lined up on the refrigerator, on the wall. I encourage to work hard to get another one. It speaks well for the community, it speaks well for what you value. You have busy days, work schedule, friends, neighbors, relatives, you came out to support the kids. It doesn't get any better than that. So we really do thank all of you and appreciate all you do. Now, Mr. Mannix reminded me that the Tasty Freeze was not open tonight. Under normal conditions, we expect to see a surge of activity down there. So that may not work, but it is a school night and it gets dark early, so everybody probably needs to get back home. We have an agenda. You're certainly welcome to join us, but we'll also take a pause to allow those of you that would like to head home and celebrate in your own way. Thank you for coming. Okay, moving along, resolution number 220, abstract.
Resolved that the abstract brought to the plan number 11B, 2107 to 2198 for $265,608.
The meeting has commenced.
An abstract 11B-15, floral stamps, 425 prepaid, in the amount of $688,203.11. Be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisors hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Cashman, second.
Second.
Ms. LaFave, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood?
Yes.
Mark Mannix?
Yes.
Michael Patton?
Yes.
Frank LaFave?
Yes.
Bernie Bassett?
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 221, monthly department reports.
Resolved to receive and place on file the monthly department head reports from the Building and Grounds, Highway Superintendent, Park and Rec, Supervisor, Town Clerk, Codes and Zoning, Historian, Planning, Tax Receiver, and Water and Wastewater.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second.
Mr. Wood, any discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to make a few comments. Buildings and grounds, as far as the disconnects go, according to the latest information I have, there's about 70 left on the whole base to finish doing that for the contract. And they put in 40, they had to mark out underground wires. We had 47 last week. They're getting quite a few, so late in the year, we're still getting quite a bit of digging and quite a bit of work done. So that was one of the things that was highlighted on the Buildings and Grounds report. I wanted to, on the highway report, wanted to point out that this training was done, safety training for the employees, and that was we had safety training here for them. And we also had training for the water and sewer. A lot of this training is done right here, and it saves us money. We're getting to have be the host place for some of this training. I think that's important. I don't think I need to highlight the recreation department. Although they did have 186 participants in the Trick and Trot event at the Katyville Park. That was co-sponsored with Cornell Cooperative Extension, Journey to Reading, Kinetic Running, and the Plattsburgh State softball team. And I thought that was really a really great number what they had. So that's been doing really well. There's in terms of the zoning, codes and zoning, I noted that there were 3 installations of solar on the roof. One was on a barn, one on a house, and another one was freestanding. But that seems to be something that's progressing in town as well. And the historian, I think it's noted that our new historian, Dick Rogowski, has been working on a calendar with historical markers, and he's looking up information to get more detailed information about each one so that people will know about it, and he's hoping to put together a calendar that we might be able to have go out. That was an interesting thing, I think, from the historian's point. Let's see. And water and wastewater, 5 employees attended initial backflow certification course, and that's given by New England Waterworks Association, and it's here at the town hall. That's the other one that I was mentioning. And we have had some interesting interplay with NYSEG on some digging that they've done that went awry in some areas, and the Water and Sewer Department is working on getting that under control with NYSEG. So those are some of the highlights that I found in the reports.
Thank you. Anyone have anything else? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Mingus,
Yes.
Michael Cass, Michael LaFave,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 222, permission to sell a 1970 tow mower forklift to another municipality.
Whereas normal use requires the town to periodically update vehicles and equipment used to maintain roads in the town of Plattsburgh. Whereas the highway department has a 1970 tow mower forklift that is no longer needed and has become surplus equipment. Whereas the town of Schuyler Falls now wishes to purchase said forklift from the town of Plattsburgh Highway Department. And whereas the town board has considered said request and acknowledges the 1970 tow mower is surplus and has been replaced. Now therefore be resolved, the highway superintendent is hereby authorized to make said sale to the town of Schuyler Falls for an agreed price of $1,000. And it be further resolved, supervisor is hereby authorized to sign any and all related documents for required sale of said vehicle. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager and highway superintendent.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Cashman, second.
Second.
Mr. Wood, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Mingus,
Yes.
Michael Cass, Michael LaFave,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 223, adoption of the 2016 budget.
Whereas the town board, town of Plattsburgh, has met at the time and place specified in the notice of public hearing to review the entire 2016 preliminary budget and heard from all persons desirous to be heard. Now therefore be it is resolved that after the public hearing and the meeting with the department heads, the preliminary budget was amended and hereby adopted as the final budget for the town of Plattsburgh for the fiscal year beginning the first day of January 2016, and that the attached budget as adopted in its entirety and detail in the minutes of the proceeding of the town board, and it is further resolved the supervisor shall prepare, and certify a duplicate of copies to the annual budget to be adopted by the town board together with the assessment rolls for the benefit improvements adopted pursuant to section 116 and 202A subdivision 2 of the town law, and deliver one copy thereof to the Clinton County Board of Legislators. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager.
Motion.
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second.
Mr. Cashman, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Manick,
Yes.
Michael Patton, Michael Fay, Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 224, delinquent water and sewer charge relevies.
Whereas certain water and wastewater bills have not been paid and are now delinquent, therefore be resolved that a list of delinquent water and wastewater charges in respective districts of the 2015 submitted by the Water and Wastewater Department be accepted and placed on file, and that a copy be forwarded to the Clinton County Board of Legislators to be added to the 2016 tax rolls, and that a copy be given to the town clerk pursuant to section 198-3 of the town law. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager.
A motion. Ms. LaFave, second. Mr. Wood, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Manick,
Yes.
Michael Cashman,
Yes.
Mike LaFave,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 225, completed assessment rolls for 2016.
Whereas the town board, town of Plattsburgh, has met at the time and place specified in the notice of public hearing to review the completed assessment rolls for the ambulance, water, storm water management, lighting, highway districts, and all districts and all persons desirous to be heard. Now therefore be resolved that the completed assessment roll be and hereby are adopted as the annual assessment rolls of the town of Plattsburgh. And it be further resolved that the supervisor shall prepare and certify in duplicate copies of the assessment rolls for the benefit improvement adopted pursuant to section 116 and 202A subdivision 2 of the town law, and deliver one copy thereof to the Clinton County Board of Legislators. And it be further resolved that the assessor and finance manager be given a copy of this resolution.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second. Ms. LaFave, any discussion?
Yes, I'd like to make clear that within the assessment rolls is the assessment roll for sewer. In the reading of the rolls, I think that may have been missed, but it was the intention that it should have been read.
Okay. Any other discussion?
Yep. Is it assessment rules for benefit improvements? Second resolve, second sentence.
I believe so, Tom.
Yes, I don't remember that in previous resolutions.
Okay. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Manick,
Yes.
Michael Cashman,
Yes.
Michael LaFave,
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 227, return of one-year road warranty deposit for Philip Green Senior Subdivision 2006 Foxfire Drive.
226.
Over 226.
Okay.
I jumped over 226, let's bring that one in. Resolution 226, Codes and Zoning Department purchase request for a new truck.
Whereas New York State, through Office of General Services Standard and Purchase Group, has revised contract number 40415 and awarded number 22898 for light-duty trucks. And whereas Stephen Imhoff, Code Enforcement Officer, official, has complied with the New York State Office of General Services procurement requirements for vehicle acquisition by completing the mini bid process executed via New York State Vehicle Marketplace. Now therefore be resolved and received a letter dated November 6, 2015, requesting permission to order one new 2015 Ford truck in the amount of $26,717.74 to be used by the Town of Plattsburgh Code and Zoning Department pursuant to New York State Office through General Services Standard and Purchase Group Contract Number 40451 and award number 22898 in the amount not to exceed $27,717.74. And to be further resolved that the town board does hereby grant permission to Mr. Imhoff to order said truck, and the supervisors authorized to sign any and all related documents to require the purchase. And to be further resolved that payment for said truck will be made payable from the 2015 general budget, equipment and capital layout account. And a copy of this resolution be given to Mr. Stephen Imhoff, town clerk, and the finance manager.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Wood, second.
Second.
Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood?
Yes.
Martin Mannix?
Yes.
Michael Patrick?
Yes.
Mike LaFave?
Yes.
Bernie Bassett?
Yes, resolution carries. Now, resolution 227, return of one-year road warranty deposit for Philip Green Senior Subdivision 2006 Foxfire Drive.
Whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Planning Board has reviewed and approved all requirements of the Phil Green Senior Subdivision 2006. Whereas Phil Green Senior Subdivision 2006 has on file with the Town of Plattsburgh a one-year road warranty deposit in the original amount of $1,700 plus accrued interest to date. Whereas the planning department has coordinated all inspections of the project, reports all requirements have been met and completed. Now therefore be resolved, the supervisors hereby authorized and directed to release of the said deposit in the amount of $1,700 plus accrued interest to date. And it be further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution be forwarded by the planning department secretary with the return of deposit to Mr. Phil Green Senior.
A motion.
So moved.
Mr. Woods, second. Mr. Cashman, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood?
Yes.
Martin Mannix?
Yes.
Michael Patrick?
Yes.
Mike LaFave?
Yes.
Bernie Bassett?
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 228, return of one-year road warranty deposit for Philip Green Senior Subdivision 2004, Otter Creek, Ruger South.
Whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Planning Board has reviewed and approved all requirements of the Phil Green Senior Subdivision 2014. And whereas Phil Green Senior Subdivision 2014 has on file with the Town of Plattsburgh a one-year warranty deposit, road warranty deposit, in the original amount of $1,516 plus accrued interest. Whereas the planning department has coordinated all inspections of said project and reports all requirements have been met and completed. Now therefore be resolved, the supervisor hereby authorized and directed to release of said deposit in the amount of $1,516 plus accrued interest to date. And it be further resolved that a certified copy of this resolution be forwarded by the planning department secretary with the return of deposit to Mr. Phil Green Senior.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Woods, second.
Second.
Mr. Cashman, any discussion? It was read as subdivision 2014. It should have been read 2004. Any other comments? Roll call.
Thomas Wood?
Yes.
Martin Mannix?
Yes.
Michael Patrick? Mike LaFave?
Yes.
Bernie Bassett?
I was just checking,
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
Resolution carries. Resolution 229, Water Wastewater Department purchase request for new trucks.
whereas the town water and wastewater department has several fleet trucks and some are in need of repair or replacement. Whereas Bruce Barber, automotive mechanic, has submitted a letter supporting the replacement of 4 fleet trucks in that department. Whereas New York State, through Office of General Services Standard and Purchase Group, has revised contract number 4041451 and award number 22898 for light-duty trucks. And whereas Scott Stoddard, Director, and Paul Wright, Assistant Water and Wastewater Superintendent, have compiled with the New York State Office of General Services procurement requirements for vehicle acquisition by completing a competitive mini-bid process executed via New York State Vehicle Marketplace. Now therefore be resolved that the purchase of 4 2016 Ford trucks and 3 F-150 in the amount of $78,308.10 and 1 F-250 in the amount of $27,075.22 for use by the Town of Plattsburgh Water and Wastewater Department pursuant to New York State Office through General Services Standard Purchase Group Contract number 40451, award number 22898, in the amount not to exceed $106,000. And it be further resolved that the Town Board does hereby grant permission to Mr. Stoddard to order said trucks, and the supervisors hereby authorized to sign any and all related documents required of the purchase. And it be further resolved, payment for said purchase will be made payable from the 2015 Water Wastewater Budget Equipment Capital Outlay account, and that a copy of this resolution be given to the Director of Water and Wastewater, Town Clerk, and Finance Manager.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Wood, do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Fave, any discussion?
Yeah, it seems like an excessive number of trucks, but you have to consider that there weren't any state contracts for the last 3 years when they did need to get trucks because of some difficulties with the state and how they handled things. Secondly, we were down staff and they didn't need that as many trucks, and the two trucks that we have the mileage for, according to our department in terms of the repairs and stuff, said that they've already put a lot of money into repairs. This would be it would be cost prohibitive to put more money into it. So they are requesting these to rebuild the fleet, and I think that the superintendent of the Water and Wastewater Department has worked on a long-range plan, and part of that was sort of thwarted because there were no state contracts for those 3 years, and so he's trying to catch up a little bit. It's not his desire to have everything go at the same time, and I know he wants to work things over time, but he needs this, and I know that he's already planned. He had this in his budget. I know what he also had planned for the next couple of years. He's planned ahead for what he needs, and so I think that this is a proper purchase.
Well, one of the vehicles in particular was noted by one of our highway mechanics, has over 141,000 miles with a lot of extensive repair. One of the things we try to do is have the mechanics go through the vehicles just to verify that they're not good investments as far as more parts. And he has indicated that two vehicles, the mileage over 100,000. But it's a sizable number at one time, unfortunately.
I have a problem with the fact that they want to purchase 4 vehicles. We've been functioning, albeit with vehicles that are in tough shape. We've been functioning with 3 vehicles. And I question the need for why we at this time need 4 vehicles. And in my mind, what I would like to do is to, I'd like to see us table this resolution and have Scott come to our next work session and make a presentation to us and explain why the need for the 4 vehicles.
Well, one of the things is that the when he wants to send people out to different jobs, he doesn't have the vehicles to do it. When they look for one of our regular fleets, we don't have that. That's busy. And that's one of the reasons. Secondly, we did fill the position for water and sewer. They have adequate number of employees now, and they were down some, and that's one of the reasons why they need the extra truck to get them out to different jobs, instead of having somebody go and come back and then go to another one.
Marty, are you making that in the form of a motion to table?
Yes, I would.
We need to entertain that motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to table this to next Monday. Any further discussion on the motion to table?
Tom, and I think maybe was the one that seconded the original motion. I'm inclined to vote in favor of this, but I think it's well worth having Scott come in and, clean anything up as far as any questions before we make the final decision. Usually we have a work session before we vote on an item, so procedurally I'm in support of that, but I'm inclined to support it, but I think there's an opportunity to have him come and talk about a couple of things. So.
Yeah, when this was brought to my attention, one of my first comments to Mr. Stoddard was having talked to the committee. And I believe he's making a request with the legitimate interest, with a rationale behind it. But that's a concern of mine. Anything of this nature, every little resolution, we really try to have at a work session so we can discuss it. Provide the department head, in this case, a chance to present, so we better understand. I don't think that's irrational. I also see the need. We don't want guys out there performing tasks with vehicles with 180,000 miles on them. I know we can, or 140. I know we can get a lot of miles out of a vehicle today, but when mechanics say you can't put any more in it, I've seen the stuff they try to weld together. I don't think a week would make a difference. I think that the motion to table is a legitimate motion. Any other discussion on the motion to table?
Yeah, I feel that this has been planned out, that it was talked about before. As a matter of fact, 3 years ago when I was on the committee, it was talked about in terms of how they're going to replace it. So, I believe it should be passed.
Any other discussion on the motion to table? Roll call on the motion to table.
Thomas Wood,
No.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Michael Cashin,
Yes.
Peggy LaFave,
Yes.
Mary Bassett.
Yes, we'll table this to next Monday, and I will see if we can get Mr. Stoddard to come in and share his rationale with a focus on why 4 vehicles when we have 3 going out. And we can take some action a week from tonight. With that said, that brings me to the point we need to have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Cashman, second.
Second.
Ms. LaFave, any discussion on that? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Michael Cashin.
Yes.
Peggy LaFave,
Yes.
Mary Bassett.
Yes, we will stand adjourned at 7:41.